Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you might find yourself in. As always, here we have our 3 piles with group 1 on the left, 2 is in the middle and 3 is on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below, along with the cards that I'm using. There's also a link to my scheduling page. If you'd like to book a private reading, you can reach me there. And there is a link to my Facebook page where I'm sharing oracle cards most days of the week, so you may like to join over there as well. I'll leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the little yellow ducky, then this reading is for you. So the little yellow ducky, I've been trying to get to know the message behind this duck since it was chosen yesterday by Jackson, of course. I asked him if he could tell me anything about the duck, and he said it's feeling sad. I thought, okay, he looks happy, but okay. And then this morning I asked him again, how do you think the ducky is feeling today? And he said, he's feeling better, which is nice. And so I jumped into the cards, and it does look like there's an improvement in group 1's energy this week, after perhaps feeling quite sad and anxious. We'll get into the cards and talk about it, but another interesting synchronicity is recently on my Facebook page where I share oracle cards, duck was a recent message. Duck was a recent oracle card, and that was all about psychic protection and anointing yourself with oils to protect yourself as a beautiful self-loving practice. That might be something you'd like to do. And it's also, about just being protected from other people's opinions and expectations, and just being your own happy little duck, you know. Whack, whack. Love it. All right, let's jump into your cards. Interesting, I looked at duck and I just saw Cancer's chariot in the corner of my eye, and if I could associate duck with a zodiac, I feel like it would be Cancer, just in this moment, maybe not always, but yeah, anyway. So it could be significant for you. I can see Cancer and Pisces energy actually twice here. So lots of water. I can see Aquarius and Leo here too. So is Libra. Libra's here quite strongly, along with Taurus. Gemini is here. Libra, did I say? Yes, I did. Maybe Virgo energy. I'll check the moon cards as well, because a bunch fell out together. Yeah, we've got Cancer twice. There you go. Gemini and Virgo. They fell out, so I took them all. We'll get to that as well, of course. Let's just jump into the tarot. 222 on the recording. I don't know about you, but the angel numbers have been haunting me this week. They've been really, really strong every day, and I've heard a few people talk about the same thing, so maybe you're experiencing that too. So let's go with the past energy. It's pretty dark, but stay with me here. We've got the moon, the ace of swords, the 9 of swords, the 4 of swords, lots of swords. Lots of perhaps overthinking, but also a lot of fear as well. I feel like when I first saw the moon card, I just heard the word lunacy. So for some people, you may be dealing with or have dealt with in the past, because this is a past energy and you seem to be removing yourself from that. But yeah, dealing with potentially unstable people that are mentally unstable perhaps, or people that are experiencing bouts of lunacy, maybe even yourself, within yourself, or maybe it's something you're working through, like some maybe unhealthy thought patterns or fears and beliefs that don't serve you. Because the ace of swords is here in the middle, and I just kind of see how the horizon, it's like the horizon there, I just see the difference in the sky, and it's to say that truth is setting you free, or it has been setting you free. You're coming to clarity about something, and it's helping you. Maybe it's a discussion, maybe it's something someone said to help shed the light. Maybe it even triggered even more fears and more need to process. That could be the case as well here. We've got the 9 of swords, 4 of swords following that truth or that potential conversation or clarity. So it's whatever it is, the information you're dealing with is taking time to process, and it's perhaps quite painful for you to, or maybe causing a lot of anxiety because you feel the need to make a decision perhaps, and you're needing to take some time out to really contemplate and gather your thoughts about what you want moving forward. and perhaps it is quite painful to come through an ending here. This could also be anxiety about health and things to do with your body as well. I do feel like there's some worries about health for some people in this group, obviously not everyone, and needing to just take that extra care and that extra rest to care for yourself. Yeah, definitely got haunting dreams and potential like insomnia or late nights, or just trouble, unhealthy sleeping patterns and things like that. Waking up to sharp, abrupt dreams, or those shock awake feeling that's like you're jumping out of your skin feeling. Can't stand that one. I don't know anyone that does like that. But let's move into the current energy. So we've come from the Four of Swords, needing rest, a bit of time out to contemplate, to the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and then on top of that we had the Ten of Swords. So it's as if to say it's time to maybe, I don't know, I'm hearing shut down shop, okay, maybe to take time out of work if that applies, but needing to absolutely protect your energy and save your time, save your money, save all of your resources for yourself at the moment. And I feel like there's a desire to sort of just maybe even hermit, or just take care of yourself and disconnect from another, or disconnect from a drama that's or to help move away from an ending that has been ongoing potentially. Things are starting to pick up. Like it definitely looks like there's been either stagnancy or intense time spent in the head processing, just really stuck in the mind, whether that's processing or fears or however that is happening. There's just a lot of swords, and you're really being advised, and you probably feel the inspiration already, or the motivation to come down into the body and start to work with what you've got, looking at gratitude and creativity here as well with the Page of Wands. It's self-expression and trying new things creatively to help you find grounding and move through an ending here. Perhaps I can see exercise as well, self-expression of all kinds, dancing, hobbies, music. It's all there. It's all there, and the way the Ten of Swords fell on top of that. It's as if to say that it's like, yes, you're on the forefront, and in your mind you may be processing and thinking about a lot of hard things that have been happening, but you're also, I can see that there's some sort of maybe an energy boost or something to help you move forward with taking care of yourself and feeling a bit more positive. Now we've got the Sun, the Three of Wands, and the Star as a continuum here. So with the Ten of Swords on top of that and all that heavy processing in the past, you are asked to be patient with the process, that this detour is available to you. Clearly here to try something new, or to engage in different healing modalities or fun things of creative expressions, whatever it is. Spending more time perhaps outdoors in the garden here with the Sun card. It's definitely an outdoors card and getting literal sunlight, but it's also revelation on the path ahead and sort of looking at things more positively and seeing the momentum building, but not all happening at once, of course. This is feeling like a slow progression. Three of Wands indicates that, of course, and the Star card is obviously a healing card, a renewal of optimism, and with the Sun on that side and the Star on the other and the Three of Wands in the middle, it's like part of you is waiting for the good news to come in, or the good opportunities, or for life to start flowing again. I feel like it's happening and you're doing what you can to make that so. You're definitely needing to make decisions that support your happiness. The duck is a message about that for sure. And the Star card as well is healing, and so it's like maybe you're waiting for I think you're just encouraging yourself along the healing journey and waiting to see the results that come of that, new opportunities and such. So the challenge is broken down into two sort of groups here. It's interesting. We've got the Six of Cups, Nine of Cups, the Empress in the challenge. So this challenge could have a lot to do with family, parenting, being mum, maybe with your mother. I did feel a lot to do with children, siblings, and potential custody arrangements and things like that in a relationship breakdown. Further into the challenge, we have Justice, Hierophant, World, Five of Wands, Two of Pentacles. I'll pick them up in a moment, but for now we'll just talk about the two the few options that are here. I do feel for some people this could be about a pregnancy and having that special person by your side and feeling supported. That's your wish fulfillment. It's almost like in the challenge, all of your dreams to come true is in a challenged spot. So maybe it's that you've had to leave a tough relationship and now you're uncertain if you'll ever have such a supportive, beautiful soulmate connection or a happy family home and things like this. For some of you as well, it's about a reunion with a special partner and coming through a real challenge and finding healing together. Although I don't feel that's strong for everyone, it's less than. But further into these cards, the way the Empress and the Justice card sort of face off there, and we've got the Hierophant and the World here as well. It's almost that a lot of people in this reading may be connecting to or dealing with a court issue with the Justice and the Hierophant and the World next to each other, like wanting to, it could have a lot to do with family or inheritance or things like this from the past, and you're potentially having to go through courts to come to some sort of conclusion with this issue. The Hierophant, the World, the Justice, all of that together sort of tells me in the challenge area that maybe you're having trouble wrapping things up and moving forward. Maybe, or yeah, there seems to perhaps be an issue with fairness as well. Maybe it's in a marriage or a marriage breakdown, like a breakup. Doesn't have to be marriage, I suppose. We've got also the Five of Wands and the Two of Pentacles here as well. So there's definitely conflict that needs resolution here. You're finding it hard to come to the end of the conflict, or perhaps you're a bit nervous about conflict in the future that's yet to crop up when, actually, because I can see a whole new story here suddenly, and it's that for some people, it's you're worried about what someone else is going to think. Maybe it's like an ex and you're moving on and you've met someone new, or situations like that, like just complicated and uncertain of the conclusion and expecting more drama around this situation. It seems to be ongoing, and what you're advised to do with this is just stay true to you. We've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Swords and Page of Pentacles, and the Fool as well. So yeah, you're definitely advised to embrace karmic conclusions, I guess, with the Wheel and the Nine coming together and all the rest of this stuff. So it definitely looks like you're encouraged to just keep on your path. Absolutely a high emphasis on practicing gratitude with the Nine of Pentacles. I just see the beautiful fox lady here, and she's just looks so content in her own little garden, and she's so connected to this little birdie on her hand. So she's present in what she has, and she's making the most of it. So really a strong emphasis this week on gratitude and focusing on what's good, what you've got, and what you can do with that. With the Knight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, if there seems to be an opportunity for you that you're asked to jump on quickly, if an opportunity comes up, maybe for help, maybe it's legal help or something like that, or if it's something you're thinking you need to acquire help, a professional of any kind, you're advised to get onto that quickly, get the ball rolling. The Fool card as well is to embrace new beginnings of all kinds, learn all that you can, gather all of your information, be very proactive in this area of moving forward and setting yourself up, whether it's to protect yourself from a dramatic ending or a legal situation or moving into a different employment or whatever it is. You're asked to really be proactive here. While there is still a timing factor to this, I'm also going to pull timing cards in this reading. Just you are ready, and things are happening at the right pace, and just to trust that and do what you can with what you've got. Opportunities will present themselves, and yeah, you're asked to take those for sure. So further guidance, Five of Swords. Look at this. This I found really interesting. Six of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. So we've got at the start of this reading all these swords, really heavy stuff, and now we're coming more into Pentacles and production, proactivity, a bit of wands here and there. There's lots of movement forward. So if something has been stuck, stagnant, and maybe even debilitating you with how much it's overwhelming you, trust that coming back down into your body, protecting yourself, closing off that energy, spending time in nature, spending time with creativity, or just anything you can do to take care of you. And just like, I just see this happy little duck floating along, just keep doing you. Things will come to the right conclusion, I guess. So with the Five of Swords, see how this Five of Swords, this person is walking away from a great deal of abundance here, it looks like. 6, 10, 8 of Pentacles. So I'm going to read it how I saw it first, then I'll go into the cards. But it does look like there's a potential here for some of you, it could be someone else, but I do feel like it's some of you having to walk away from a great deal of abundance. Maybe you're leaving an old job, or maybe there's a court settlement, which means you have to give or lose a potentially large amount of money, or something you've worked hard towards. Maybe it's a business that hasn't worked out, and there's still lots of things this could be. And with the Five of Swords, it's almost like saying you just have to cut your losses. That's not for everybody, of course. It just felt quite strong in the first upon seeing it. But I do also, it also resonates with everything else we've been saying about, you know, leaving behind all the drama, all these swords, all that darker energy, sort of just cutting your losses in that way, and then moving forward with your own abundance, what you have got. And I feel like you do have something. I don't feel like while you may experience grief and loss in this part of the journey, you still have got a great deal of abundance within your own resources, not only physical, but internal as well, mental, your big heart. There's a wealth of knowledge and love inside of you to do anything. You can create anything with what's inside of you. Group 1, I know that. You're very capable energy. So with the 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, this is definitely a suggestion as well to seek assistance if needed to stabilize your life or to secure that job. Or this may be an employment agency that helps you land the job of your dreams. There's so many different things this could be, but it's very much pertaining to your physical resources and the work that you do here, and receiving an equal fair amount of pay, or an equal give and take in all connections and situations here. This is fairness. So it may be that you're having to leave one thing behind, but it means that you're going to balance out your life, or it means that you're going to attract even more abundance that's stable and can't be taken from you. And you're also advised here as well to just keep chipping away, keep doing you. That duck feels very solo this week. And so do the cards. It does feel like you need to stay true to you and just keep chipping away at what you're doing, because it will, your truth and authenticity will prevail, and it will shine in the end. If someone needed to hear that, I think, especially if there's like a defamation issue here, somebody's saying things about you, or it's a drama like that, and you're kind of worried about maybe your reputation. You just need to stay true and integral to your own truth, and everything will be fine there. Doesn't feel like a message for everyone, a little specific. So in the outcome, we have the Lovers, the Queen of Pentacles, a beautiful outcome, honestly, for how we started the reading, which is nice. And so Jackson, like I said, was bang on. He's like, this ducky is sad yesterday. Maybe you were literally sad yesterday. And today it's like things are getting better. They're going to get better. You need to just take some time out and care for yourself, because the current energy, I will remind you, is the Four of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, which is a shut off energy. It's a closed energy. It's not really receptive to the outside world right now. It's just sort of striking off on your own, doing things your own way for a bit. And that's very important that you honor your own natural artistic style, your own, absolutely, there's such a specific message about staying so true to your own unique way of doing things, and discovering what that is as well. So with the Lovers, the Queen of Pentacles, we also have the 8 of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. What a beautiful conclusion to this reading. This is like all things moving forward. It's a decision that you've made. This is the outcome based on a decision you've made that is honoring and true to you. The Queen of Pentacles here, masculine or feminine, does not matter. This is being true to your responsibilities, to the dependents that are around you, and serving them with a grateful heart, and tending to your body's needs. The Queen of Pentacles is very connected to her body and the natural cycles of life and honouring those. And also with this Eight of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, it's to say that there's some sort of prosperous opportunity here for you, whether it's you giving that opportunity, you creating that opportunity, or you receiving that opportunity. It is absolutely here, and it's a beautiful thing. I think that it does feel like it's time to focus on you and your work and not so much relationships, but this could absolutely still pertain to a beautiful, successful relationship growing so beautifully. We do have that Lovers card here. The Empress is here. This could be talking about a growing family. But for the most part, I feel like this is a lot to do with your personal growth and your own journey. The Chariot is on the bottom of the deck, followed by the Seven of Pentacles underneath. I see the Ten of Wands as well. I'll look at them all. So it's saying that your hard work will pay off. It's saying absolutely, and it's all through the reading here too, that just keep moving forward and learning as you go. Absolutely. So, Oracle cards. Let's go up to the Moon bunch that just sort of flopped all the way out. We have the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. Absolutely, you can see that in the progression of past energy and future, like just all those swords moving slowly but surely into the light, into healing, into softness. We have you and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. We have 3 full moons now, full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Cancer, a personal issue reaches resolution. We've got new moon and full moon in Cancer here. So there's definitely a lot of talk about family home and things like that coming to conclusion. Court situations, mediation, all of it there. And the World card, like being in the challenge, and the Five of Wands, it's like things still aren't, there's still not an agreement here potentially for some people, but it is within resolution though. Things will move forward. And you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. The other beautiful oracle card we have is Poised, an indication that you are ready to take action, you are ready to have a new beginning in your life. This is a card that absolutely speaks to receiving new beginnings as a blessing and allowing them to unfold and stepping into them with confidence and really trusting in yourself and getting a really good response from the confidence you have. Yeah, things will just feel right as you continue to step forward. So we have a detour is available to you right now that can be of benefit. Take chances. You'll realize how perfect something will turn out. Be patient, trust the wait. Everything is coming together. 3 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles over here. There is a timing factor here, but you're already aware of that. And then we've got following your heart will lead you to the right things, which was so beautiful. It's lined up with this oracle as well. I follow my heart. And this is absolutely the message of being true to you, and even if maybe people have a certain expectation of you, it's okay to change your mind about things at any time and do what is right for you at any given moment. It is safe to follow your heart, and if anybody has a problem with that, I think that if they love you truly, they will let you go so that you can follow your dreams and do what you need to do, truly. So don't be afraid to make decisions that are for you only. Self-love prompts, we have practice gratitude, perfect with this 9 of Pentacles energy and the Wheel of Fortune as well. Like that's quite a fortunate actually combination I've just noticed. I think you need to really acknowledge, even if it is hard and things are fraught with challenge right now, it's important to acknowledge that the path ahead is actually full of blessings, like a lot of them, and it's important to embrace the newness, embrace the void, embrace the unknown, and go for that. Learn what you can. Don't falter. Don't falter. My throat is going now. I'm well, I don't know why. Maybe you're having a bit of trouble yourself with connecting to your truth and telling someone, no, I would like to do this, or, you know, Yeah. All right. Cut your screen time, put the phone down, turn off the TV and computer, and get active. That was actually massive with the Sun and the Page of Wands. I felt too, the Four of Pentacles, very much after all those swords and the Moon, to come out of the body, out of the mind, sorry, and into the body, which was really great because then root chakra came out as just a beautiful confirmation on that. It's really will serve you at the moment to be proactive, to just take steps, even if those steps have nothing to do with the career of your dreams and it's just sorting out a drawer in the kitchen or taking a walk to clear yourself, whatever it is, to be in the body and out of the mind would be beneficial. We've also got start a new hobby, similar energy, adult colouring in, crochet, gardening, whatever, it can be anything. And we have hydrate. As I look at the star with the beautiful water there as well, so maybe even hydrating by submerging yourself in a natural body of water or a nice salt bath, all sorts of things there, going to the beach as the weather warms up for some people. What else? Oh, that's right. My throat, goodness. So I'm going to pull a timing card, and this deck is a little bit wild, so please use your discernment with this part of the reading. You don't have to engage in it at all if you don't want to, but just maybe think of a question you might like the answer for timing on, and I'll shuffle so carefully to get the right card and see what happens. But yeah, if you don't want to connect with this part, then that's okay, only if you feel called. So the timing answer for group 1. I keep feeling this one, so we'll take it. Oh no, I got 2 there. I don't want to take it now. Yeah, that's the one. December, Christmas. Okay. Which is interesting. I can also see 6 months from now at the bottom of the deck. So November, December, end of year energy. I hope that was the answer you were looking for, but if it had absolutely no possibility of relevance to your question, then it wasn't for you. It's a new thing we're trying. I don't typically like timing, as most readers don't, because Spirit doesn't understand timing like we do, but still can be fun and maybe help someone. So I'd love to hear about that. There's a bit of feedback on the timing stuff at the bottom of the deck, in the comment section, sorry, below. But yeah, other than that, I think that's all I have for you, group 1, with your ducky. Just keep swimming, guys. Just, oh dear. Even if you do fall down, get back up and just wank, 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 keep on going. Happy little duck, you know. And it's maybe even the message of the ugly duckling too, that grand story of, you know, maybe going through a lot of challenge and not having people really see the true you. But if you just, you know, like the message of this reading, you just stay true to you, just keep on going, your beauty will shine in the end. It's very much the story through this reading that in the end you win, or in the end it all comes good, or you get your way, or something like this. You get the recognition you deserve, or you just maybe find the peace in your life that you so deserve and desire. So you are good enough jumping out at the table now as well. You are good enough to have the happiness you desire. You are good enough to follow your heart and have those dreams come true. All right. We'll leave it there, group 1. I hope that reading gave you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 1. Hey, group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Ankylosaurus dinosaur, then this one is for you. Of course, a marvelous selection by Jackson. And when I asked him about a little bit of information, if he had any, he told me that this guy's a little bit shy. And I actually even noticed when he bought this recently and popped it on his spot on the altar, he had its back facing away to the front, and I always noticed that. And I'm not sure if I asked him about it. I think I did, but he didn't really answer me. But anyway, it's just something I noticed, that it was actually facing away. And then for him to say it was shy was quite interesting. So I thought I'd go a little deeper, of course, and had a little bit of a Google. And it turns out that ankylosauruses are shy. They don't like big crowds of dinosaurs. They would keep in groups of 4 and couldn't tolerate much more than that, according to my research there this morning. And so they did like small groups. There's a great deal of protection around this guy from head to toe. He's covered in armor and thorns. There's also a big hammer tail, so if his armor doesn't work, he's definitely got a good reflex as well to come around there and bonk you on the head with his tail. So this is a defensive creature. It's also herbivore, so maybe also looking at fresh natural diets and things. There could be a message there for you. I think, a general message of it's okay to be a little bit different, and it's actually repeated through the cards as well. It's okay to be your unique self, even if you don't fit with everyone. You're not everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay. You are someone's cup of tea. A few people. There's a gigantic lizard in my yard right in this moment too, so lots of reptile energy here in this reading. Maybe a significant message for you as well. I love reptiles. They're also symbology of transformation, especially like the snakes and such. That is like this long, that lizard. It's a big one. There's a few good ones around here. So yeah, all right, Ankylosaurus, self-protection, a little bit shy. Let's go jump into the cards perhaps. So we'll look at some of the signs I can see here. Aries and Gemini. Capricorn is on the table. So is Taurus, Libra and Aquarius. Gemini, did you already say that? Scorpio and Leo as well. Did I say Taurus? Okay. All right, so we'll jump in with the past energy. Starting out with the Devil and the Tower. Stay with me. It's not the greatest start, but we'll get there. Similar to group 1, I have to say, 1 and 2 often have this little alignment thing or connection. So maybe you are called to both, in that, you know, it starts out heavy, but we work through it. So the Devil, the Tower, the 3 of Swords, the 4 of Swords. This is pretty painful energy by the looks of it. In the recent past, there's certainly been an incident here that has caused a great amount of turmoil or destruction, maybe in a relationship. There's potential for third-party situations here, or a relationship that was not honest or truthful. I'm just seeing that lizard slowly sneak away. I'm feeling a connection to that. I don't know. I do feel like this has been very, very painful for you. We can already see in all of these cards that it's definitely caused you to perhaps want to hide away and lick your wounds, or just take care of yourself and not connect to this anymore, just sort of shutting absolutely down from this energy. It's been perhaps quite painful. Perhaps this person has maybe rejected you. There's a few indications here of why, you know, this hasn't worked out, or that this incident has happened in the first place, and we'll move through it. But it's definitely causing a great deal of introspection about your relationships and what you desire from relationships. I think there's a lot to think about after this. There's a lot to consider for you, everyone personally. And it will be different for everyone, of course, but I think there's a few truths to sit with about this, and how to protect yourself from not letting that happen again in the future, in a future connection, or in this connection, if it's a connection that is going through a hard time, but still working together to get through it. For a lot of you, I do feel like this is a past connection, something you've already left, and for a great portion, but I'll try and keep it open. Especially, we've even got this, you know, very, very defensive, self-protective dinosaur charm here. We'll call it a charm. And just with the 3 of Swords and the 4 of Swords as well, like I do feel like this is other people involved in this situation, whether that's friends or family's opinions, or an ex trying to cause a stir, or it could be so many things. I just do feel like you're dealing with potentially a number of people. Again, like 2 here and then this person, so maybe it's you distancing yourself from 3 others. Ankylosaurus message about only being able to handle 4 of its own species. I think some people are going to laugh about that, because some of you might just naturally be a bit of a hermit and a reclusive, and I think for a lot of you, love that about yourself as well, and that's okay. And I love that about people. I love my own tendencies to be a hermit, and when I spot it in someone else that live in their own crazy little bubble, I spot it and love it too. I do feel like, yeah, this group is absolutely selective with the energies they would like to have around themselves, or perhaps they're learning how to be more selective so that they don't find themselves in toxic, codependent relationships or addictive cycles that are painful to release themselves from. Really looking at, the people that influence you and what the energies you want around you, I'm feeling here. So moving into further guidance, it's actually a hard reading because I feel like a couple of different, obviously, timelines. So everyone's coming in different situations here, and I can see a few. But anyway, Two of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords in the first segment of the path ahead, which is actually quite nice. That we can, given that we've got all of this turmoil and pain, and the Queen of Swords, the way she faces towards it is even, another testament to the message of the Ankylosaurus about protection. She's definitely, and even this one, like protect and attack even, or defend. Maybe defend is a better word. I don't think that you're attacking somebody or that you go out of your way to hurt anybody in group 2 at this time. Some of these actions absolutely maybe need to be accountable for potentially, but I think mostly this is about owning your power and not tolerating that sort of behavior from another person or job or scenario. But here you've definitely got a decision to make immediately. It does feel like an immediate decision after having taken a bit of time out to consider what it is that you want to do. Two of Pentacles here, this sort of quick movement in a deliverance of truth, perhaps, or a deliverance of a boundary and asserting yourself here. For some people, this is actually as well about acquiring professional help for protection, potentially legal help, things like that. Further into this part of the reading, we have the Magician next, which is so perfect. Like it basically draws a line in the sand and says that no more will I tolerate this, and I am the creator of my life, and I'm the creator of my fortune, I'm the creator of my boundaries, I'm the asserter of those boundaries. There's so much strength in this part of the reading. We now see the Wheel of Fortune come out. So based in a really strong, assertive decision to honour yourself, to honour your truth, regardless of maybe what someone else feels or says, but maybe even for some of you, it's processing that something that didn't work out and realizing that maybe that's not, I think for some people this is specific, but it's not your fault, or that maybe we just aren't everyone's cup of tea. And I'm just going to pull this one actually. Rejection is for your protection, and that came out the first of all from this deck so strongly. And so whatever this situation that you may have been entangled in the past, for it to have not worked out or for the Tower to have happened is actually a blessing for you, because now you can move forward clearly with what you want. This experience has served you in one way or another. Where are we? Yeah, you see the good in what you call bad. Nothing in your suffering is meaningless. It's to say that you've learned something about your worth and about what you're willing to tolerate and the types of relationships, connections and respect that you require. Reciprocity, understanding, compassion, all of those qualities are very important in a connection or in a job or in the environment you put yourself in. Like I think you're starting to see that a lot of things are a choice and that you have the power to choose. Own your power. They're all coming up when they're ready, so we'll just do that. Fix the external by changing the internal. Own your power, own your choices, own where you are right now, and just own the fact that you are beautiful, brilliant and unique, and that the right people will see that. As long as you see that, that's the main thing. That's where it starts. So with we'll put some of these down now. We're making a decision. We're making a strong, assertive decision, maybe acquiring help with that choice from, like I said, professional, legal, police even, I'm getting for someone, which is legal, I suppose. We've got now we've got the Magician, Wheel of Fortune, the King of Cups is next. And so this is a story for a few people. For some people, we just threw the King of Cups away. For some people, this is a connection that you are working on healing, and that you, through your own delivering your own truth and having boundaries and being like putting things very clearly on the table about what you expect. There's potential for healing within this connection on the path ahead and the week ahead. We've got the Hierophant here and the Star, but if you know that is not you, like that is absolutely not for everyone, because for some people this is more about a dream, in saying that from cutting out the past and standing up for what you deserve. It's as if to say that you know that you will absolutely be 1122 I saw just as I looked up then. Mirroring angel numbers have been very strong lately, but anyway, you are coming to this realization that you do own all of your choices, and that if you want to create the change of destiny, the change of karma, all of this, that it's up to you, and you have the power to do so with the Magician there. And with this King of Cups, Hierophant and the Star, for some of you that are coming out of something quite toxic and wondering, am I ever going to be embraced by a genuine love? That this is to say that you are starting to understand that you can make those choices and make that a possibility for yourself. You can manifest a beautiful divine partnership with the Hierophant and the King of Cups there in the future. For some, this is about healing with a King of Cups, and for some, this is a brand new connection coming in. Like I said, it's very 12-12 I'm seeing now. It's very different for everyone, but it does say that the optimism and the things that you attract in your future are very much in your hands. When we start out with the Queen of Swords and the Magician after such pain, this is absolutely manifesting a new life, and the rest of the cards echo that as well. We'll go into it, trying to keep it as general as possible. But yeah, this King of Cups may be someone you already know who wants healing within the connection and wants to work together. Maybe this is about couples counselling and finding common ground through a mediator, or any sort of healing practice modality that you do together to find healing or to talk it out. Or yeah, like I said, potential for a brand new loving connection in your future. And so this person may be like so far off in your future, and maybe everyone's different on timing, but this also could be more about just the type of relationship you want to have, rather than that being a specific person, and knowing that very much the relationship with yourself. Okay. Just like thinking I should grab a card from over there, and we've got set relationship goals. Recognize what makes you happy and strive to find that in your love life. That's pretty interesting. Yeah. So that's perfect, basically. This is, yeah, it's you realizing that you're in the control seat here, and there's a lot to speak about: new beginnings, new opportunities, and healing. So in the challenge, this is a more interesting imagery, because we have the Four of Cups right here in the middle as she reflects on this marriage, this love ceremony, hand fasting by the looks of it. And she's alone in this home, very upset, in the rain is pouring down. And then on the other side, we have the Nine of Cups and the Six of Wands. So it's, as you can see in the imagery here, the challenge looks like you are feeling left out, or you're feeling rejected or external to love. You're feeling external to connection. You're feeling abandoned, potentially feeling just, yeah, not fulfilled, and that all of the wishes are just beyond your fingertips. That's sort of what I'm getting from this. And I can see in the path ahead, like if we just go back a little bit from that Queen of Swords, Magician, Wheel of Fortune, it's basically saying that you are coming to realize just how powerful you are, and that you don't need to sit in this sense of lack and what isn't. That through changing your thoughts and your connection to yourself, and also the connection to others in what you're willing to accept, you're speaking to the universe about what it is you desire, and you're also being assertive and proactive in making sure that you receive no less, but also open, patient, and in a place of receptivity through connecting with self and other connections, honouring other connections, to really emphasize that connection is something you value. So you will prioritize good ones, healthy ones. There's a lot to be said here. Anyway, so I don't know if I went on a tangent there or what I was talking about, but Six of Wands, Six of Swords. Is that here? I feel like it should be. Because you are leaving some mental stories behind. You're leaving a bunch of things behind that just don't serve you, and are moving on into fresh territory where you can receive something new, and the old the old thoughts, beliefs, stories, connections just are only going to hold you back, or even thinking about them is just going to hold you back. I feel like Six of Swords needs to be said here. There's no accident. Anyway, we'll read what's here though. Six of Wands, Nine of Cups. Yeah, it's as if to say you feel like you, perhaps you feel like you just have so much to offer, the right connection or the right family or the right business, the right organization or the right clients. You have so much to offer them, and you perhaps feel like you're not being acknowledged for all that you are, and that it's very perhaps hard to be seen and truly, and I think that's a lot to do with just not being around the right people maybe, and because there are people out there that will see you truly, and there's a lot more to speak about in regards to that here. We'll pull these up now. Actually, we've got Orphaned, and I thought this card goes so nicely with it. It's okay to be different, don't try so hard to fit in. The card of Orphaned is about feeling exiled from communities and connections. It's about feeling rejected and not enough, or that there's something different so that people will never truly understand you. But this card is asking you to address your desire to belong, and also I think shift some beliefs about that sense of belonging, and knowing, like, keeping open with the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, keeping open to knowing you can manifest people that are of like mind and spirit, and that you do have a place of belonging, and it's okay to be different. Don't try so hard to fit in. You are absolutely going to align with the right people. There's a lot to be said about keeping your heart open, and again, not accepting what is not true, walking away and creating that space. Rejection is for your protection, but there's so much to learn in all of this. When we see the good in the bad, and what you call bad, nothing in your suffering is meaningless. That is so true. And when we, in the current, like, moving ahead energy, this week coming in the next few days or something, there's a shift in how you're sitting now in this deep contemplation. Something picks up, the ball does roll. There's a momentum happening here, and a lot of clarity, a lot of understanding, a lot of fire in your belly perhaps I'm getting with this Queen of Swords. Like, no, I'm actually going to do this. It's a real sense of self-belief here coming in, and it's you that makes that so. Maybe it's the story you decide to tell yourself to counteract that negative one. You've got this mantra. So we've done the challenge. What's going to help with the challenge? Well, this is quite the dreamy sweetheart. The Page of Cups here, Prince of Cups it says. So weird this deck says the Prince, but it's clearly a princess. But then some of the other ones say there's Knave, Knight, Prince and Princess. And King and Queen. It's, yeah, anyway. That's more for the tarot readers to scratch your noggin with me. So yeah, Princess of Cups, Page of Cups, we'll call it, the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Okay. So yeah, for those that are, like I said, single and wanting a beautiful, loving family and connection, that's part of your future that you really would love for yourself, there's to say to not give up on that dream. This is what will help. This is to stay open. This is a very imaginative energy, which is a very strong component with manifestation. We need to envision it. We need to believe it and sing to it. This is about artistry and poetry, and just like having that dream. I just get this Anne of Green Gables energy from that. I don't know, I love that, the Anne of Green Gables. I think she's amazing. But that's so old. But Anne of Green Gables is somebody, if you know that story, she was so different to everyone else. Everyone else was just so black and white, and this is how it is, and she had the ability to just dream past that and be poetic and be romantic and dream, and just it's just such that energy. We have the Ten of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. So this is about absolutely dreaming about that future love, a divine connection, or maybe even a business partner that's going to work with you and not against you. Like, we can definitely see there's a lot to be said about finance here with all of these pentacles, and the King of Pentacles being somebody who's quite successful in their business. It's time to believe in you and not, I think, get out of your own way a bit as well. I think this is it's a strong practical energy, and I think I'm feeling like part of this as well is to say that you are getting a few messages here. For some, it's to say that you don't need to wait for another person to come along to make big strides in your life, that you can do that and you will meet the right person on your path. That's for single people who feel like they need that person before they can acquire other success. Eight of Wands. For others, this is obviously, there's relationship healing potential here, and forgiveness with the Princess of Cups, because it is a long-term connection potentially, and that you do want to work together with this. It's like likely a marriage and children involved for some. Like it's like I said, this part of the reading is tricky with group 2 this week, and so I want to keep it as general as possible. But I feel as well that for some it's this is potentially a future person or somebody that you don't know yet that is to come in your life, but you're being asked to just focus on your own abundance, and that person, the right people, the right things will come for you in the right time. Just staying true to your bigger picture. The Page of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles it really is that imagine, create energy. It's imagining and viewing, which I literally have written on my wrists, imagine and create. I think I got that when I was like 18. Little did I know. But yeah, it is very much about imagining and getting to work and doing what's required of you to build something solid, and believing in your dream. All right, so further guidance, we have the Ten of Cups now. We had the Ten of Pentacles before. We have the Six of Pentacles, Empress, and the Three of Cups. This is really super positive about your future here. This Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment. The Empress is being nurtured. This can talk about new families and pregnancies, and it's to say that you are going to create a beautiful life for yourself. You're doing it. You're in the Queen of Swords, or you're moving into the Queen of Swords and Magician energy. Now we have the Empress. We have this new life that's worth celebrating here. I feel like this is a safe, secure, loving connection or community or family. And this is in your further guidance. So there's a lot to be said here about finding the magic in what's in front of you and doing the best you can with that, even if that means that you're alone for a little while before you find the right help and support and communities, to stay true to yourself and honor and nurture yourself and your connection to your body and to your spirit. The Empress is very nurturing energy of both the physical and the non-physical. I think this is also about believing in yourself as as a business person or as a creative person, and putting your work out there and not needing to fit any mold, but just going your own way. So in the outcome energy, we have Death, the Two of Cups, Sun, and the Ace of Pentacles. The underlying energy for this reading is the Ace of Wands. So 2 aces at the end of the reading was beautiful, considering what we started with, right? We started with the Devil and the Tower, the 3 of Swords and the 4 of Swords, extreme heartbreak, and then needing to process that, and then needing to make some changes. But where you're ending up, there is death here. There is potentially the ending of a relationship so that you can find something more aligned for you, whether that's friend or lover or whatever it may be. But for others, this can also, like I've said a few times here, this can be a transformation and the healing within a relationship, finding the light and common ground, finding the positivity and growth opportunity within this pain. Absolutely. But like I said, everyone will be a little different in your relationship status or what this means for you. But either way, it's to say that transformation is here, and that in your future, based on this transformation or based on this ending, based on these decisions, you will have reciprocity in your relationships. You will have companionship and honesty. You will have a gentle growth and a nice nurturing growth, the type of growth that feels like the sun on your skin. Like it's so warm and inviting. And the Ace of Pentacles talks about prosperity, doesn't it? And new opportunities. With the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck, you're ready for good times and to make that be a part of your reality. You're ready to make that so. So, and the card you've chosen for this reading was I am ready. And considering Jackson said that the Ankylosaurus is a little shy, and then the I am ready card is sort of covering her face, a little bit nervous maybe about new connections or putting yourself in new positions, trying new things, maybe a little scary, but you are ready. The oracle cards that came out, we have 2 full moons, so 2 messages of culmination here. A fiery climax approaches, new moon in Aries, and the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. With the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords here in the near future as well, there could be yet to be another verbal altercation, which it gives you the answers you need, Queen of Swords, to then go forward with the Magician. And the self-loving prompts for the week ahead, we've got give less fucks, have a relaxing bath. This all looks like just, shut it out and go take care of yourself. Don't waste any more energy or time on this, on that person or on the situation. Get creative. It's such a like Queen of Swords energy, isn't it? Like give less fucks, go look after you. Go distract yourself with something fun and creative and expressive and just enjoy life. Start a side hustle and own your power. Fix the external by changing the internal thoughts, choices, all of those things, knowing that you have the power to choose. I think that's all we have for you. Oh, that's right. I did say at the end of this reading that I would do a timing card for this group. So you can be a part of this or not, up to you, but please use your discernment. It's a pretty wild deck and I don't like timing. Neither does Spirit like our ideas on timing. So anyway, if you'd like to hold a question of timing in your heart while I shuffle, I'll pull a card and see what we get. If it doesn't resonate with you at all, then that's fine, just leave it. But it may be for someone. So timing for group 2's question. It can be vague, you never know. Okay, that one there. September. So obviously I'm recording this in May, but these readings are timeless. So it could be any time you're connecting to this. So September may be upon you already, but yeah, we'll just leave that there for you. Just also seeing the fall, and fall is currently the energy now for the Southern Hemisphere though. So, but yeah, September is pretty clear. All right, Hermit, 7 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, Judgment. Okay, yeah, wow. Just like flicking through that, it goes the Hermit, 3 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, Judgment. That's basically saying that, yeah, it's important that you absolutely stay true to you, and that the right people will be the right for you, and you'll know that, and that you can find the right people and be honest to yourself, with yourself, about who is wrong or not so right for you. And to make those decisions with clear, sharp discernment and trust. There's a lot to be said about trust. And the Hermit, it's okay to go it alone a little bit, as long as that means you're not settling or tolerating things that will only hinder you or hold you back, because you are taking strides towards the right people, the right situations. So lots of trust is needed. All right, group 2, I'll leave that there for you beautiful people. I hope that gave you some sort of clarity, comfort and guidance, not too much confusion. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 2. Hey, group 3, and welcome to a reading. If you chose the red aura quartz, this one is new to our collection. We found it on the weekend and it looks like a blood drop to me. It just really jumped out. Looks like a drop of blood. And when I asked Jackson about all 3, if you noticed, the other 2 were a ducky and a dinosaur. So I asked him if there was anything further about this particular one, and he said that they're hurt. So, but the cards don't really reflect too much pain in this particular reading, but I'm still going to take his message that the message was hurt. So maybe it's moving through some more subtle hurts, or that, because things on the surface appear to be okay. So it might be more of a subtle hurt I'm feeling for that one. So we will acknowledge his message, but the meaning of this crystal itself is vitality. It's a connection to the root and the heart chakra, so a very strong message about doing what you love, being passionate about what you do, having confidence in what you do, and actually engaging, like doing, truly. Doing things truly. It's definitely a high energy stone, like I said before, vitality and passion. So a beautiful stone. I love that it's a drop of blood. Maybe you're experiencing your cycle as a feminine, or maybe there's something to do with blood that's important. Maybe you're on a blood cleansing diet or something, who knows. It also looks like what the stake they put in the heart of a vampire. Anyway, it did look very like stabby too. I like it's got a it definitely stood out. I'd say that there's a lot of reasons why it stood out, but there's something about this one that feels a little savage, or a little savage is not the right word. It definitely stood out above the rest in the thing. Well, yeah, there was no doubting that was the one. So that could also have a message, and I feel it might. So anyway, we'll jump into some of the signs I can see here. I have Leo and Gemini. Leo is here twice. Taurus, Libra, and Cancer and Scorpio. Okay. All right, we'll jump into the reading. We've got the Ace of Cups, the Lovers, the Magician, and the King of Cups in the past energy this week. This is really beautiful. Everything is, all the cards here are really positive, but we'll move through it realistically as well, of course. So the Ace of Cups, the Lovers, the Magician, the King of Cups. This could be a brand new love in your life, or a new connection that's coming in that you're very passionate and happy about. This could also be the deepening of a connection that's already in your life. The healing of a connection, or it could also be a grand opportunity to offer something so divine from your heart. Maybe this is the work offering, to be of service, or to step into a role that is really fulfilling to you. It brings a lot of joy. Whatever this situation is for you, there's a lot of love and joy here. It feels right, it feels true, it feels so just, honest and aligned. Everything is exactly as it should be, in the nicest possible way, if that makes sense. I mean, if you are experiencing some hurts, I want to consider that, and we'll move through it, but a lot here is very positive. So there's definitely like this a love renewal, or a new opportunity in passion. Definitely something you wanted to manifest very badly. I'm feeling like something you've really wanted. Maybe it's a specific relationship that you've been patient with the growth and the journey, and now it's sort of coming into your world more physically, more present perhaps, or that maybe somebody is expressing their love to you in ways that are so beautifully received, maybe even a little overwhelming. But you've certainly manifested a grand opportunity here. I see Cancer's energy in the cup there. So like lots of nice homely feelings potentially with this person. Yeah, feeling at home. Just knowing that this person is home, even if there's been I just do feel that for a lot of you, you've come through a challenge with this person, or you've come through quite the journey of getting to be together in the first place, potentially, like the getting to know each other, or but I also don't want to stick to too much relationship, because I can definitely see that for some of you, this is about stepping into service in the world, or into that career, or that dream job, or it's all something you've worked hard for, and something you love and you're very happy to receive. So very happy to experience further energy into the week ahead. We've got the Prince of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Sun. So wow. So it looks it looks like the most important thing in this week ahead would potentially be your work and your creative endeavors here, with these two energies starting out the reading. So it's like a time to really focus on getting some things in order and reorganizing potentially, or restructuring your schedule, or I feel like there's a lot of change wrapped up in this. It's positive change, of course, I can see with the sun there. Definitely a great sense of motivation when it comes to the bigger picture in life. Like maybe this is a very new relationship and it's got you dreaming of different dreams, or maybe there's just the progress or something, that whatever's happened recently that has been growth and momentum and bringing a lot of joy. It's also causing you to really think about the bigger picture and the maybe lifestyle changes you want to create to make the best life possible for yourself in the future. So whether that's financial changes or lifestyle, exercise routine, caring for your body and mind in different ways, just finding more balance and prioritizing a bit of work and play here. Definitely prioritizing a balance in work and play here, actually. But yeah, also tending to the responsibilities of life with joy in your heart is I'm getting with that. Like if things are moving forward quickly, then you're on it, you're doing it. But if things are slowing down, that's okay. You're good to do that too. Like it's a very harmonious energy, group 3 at the moment, which I'm loving, because sometimes group 3 is confusing for me. I am often group 3 in readings. But not when I'm reading. I don't ever want to project. Can't do that while I'm reading. But I mean, if I'm selecting another reader, I'm often 3 as well. So where do I want to go? There's a lot of realization about what's going to make you happy here, truly. And with the stone of vitality, just there's something about this. I've got to know there's more to come through about this. And it's like if there's a key word, a descriptive word that is connected to this, that is like you need to hear it. And I don't know what it is yet, but I'm just going to keep watching that. Anyway, I want to pull this card up now because it's the card you've chosen for this reading, and it's I Am Happy. It's so beautiful. It's such a nice energy. It's to say as well that to just acknowledge that this is a nice time, that there are blessings around you, even if there's challenge with it, even if there is subtle hurts, like Jackson said with that blood drop. It's always going to be a blood drop to me. But yeah, it's to say that I even felt that in pulling these cards, that while there may be challenge, and not everything's lining up how you would like it to, and some things could be happening quicker or, whatever. There's so much right here, right now, that to look around just in your everyday life and see that there's so much to be happy for. There's so many blessings, and the Judgment, the Sun, is the acknowledgement of that. And the Prince of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles is like, it's such a dutifully happy energy. Like you're really happy to tend to your responsibilities. You do it with a smile in your heart because you know that you're blessed. You know that everything's okay somehow. Even if it's not perfect, it's still, there's so much to be happy for. And this reading really screams it this week. And I just love that, because it's been hard. It's been hard for everyone for months now, connecting to these readings and the collective that connects to me, myself, my own journey. It's been hard, but things are getting better, and I feel like we are responsible for that. And it's, yeah. Anyway, in the challenge, we've got the Chariot reversed. So maybe potentially feeling like things aren't moving as quick as you would like, but we've still got the Four of Wands, the Princess of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Hierophant. So it is all in the challenge. It's like, I think for some of you may be used to disappointments or setbacks and things. So for some of you might be waiting for the shoe to drop or something. There's little specifics. They're not for everyone, of course, but for some, and I don't even see the moon here, but I'd still get the feeling that there's like a little bit of doubt inside, or a little bit of like, it's so hard to actually get the word for, because I can just feel it and I can't, oh man. All right, I'll just go on and see how it goes. But Hierophant, Princess of Cups, Six of Wands in victory. We've got completion. So yeah, it's definitely to say that you may feel like a bit of an amateur, or that there's still some growth left for you to do before you can embrace something or step up. Like there's some little subtle doubt here, whether it's in yourself or in the external situation. I just saw 1111 when I looked up there, so it does look like a divine counterpart connection here for a lot of people connecting to this. But of course, I also want to say there's a really strong emphasis on your work, your career, the things that you offer the world in service. But yeah, challenge. So certainly this feeling of trying to gain a deeper level of commitment from life, or maybe even from a specific person, and it's not quite acquired yet, or something like that. And so the challenge, like, it doesn't feel like a major challenge, it just feels like it's maybe not as quick as you want, or happening in the way that you want. But I can see that your desire is for depth of connection within the home space, potentially a bit to do with marriage, deeper commitment, being in each other's lives more consistently, and also sharing to the world that you are a couple as well, because part of this relationship may be so new and uncertain, and so it's very secret or hidden at this point for some, not everyone, because a lot of you this is a long-term thing and the world does know. But there's I want to get King of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. It's because it's just interesting to see, like, I find it hard to read because it's like things are going well. So any of this stuff that you're doubting, it's like you just got to give it time, and it'll be okay. And the Prince of Swords, the Temperance, yeah, exactly. Prince of Swords, like, wants haste. Temperance is like, whoa, it's okay, we need to balance this. We're going slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. Three of Cups. You may be waiting for a reunion with someone, you know, you may be waiting to reconnect or to see, like, what next, that sort of thing. Sagittarius has entered the chat. I love that Sagittarius has been entering the chat a little late lately. Like, I don't know why. It's cool. I love Saggies. So free and cosmic minded. Right, now we've got Death and the Eight of Wands in what will help with this challenge. Empress and the Nine of Pentacles. So definitely a potential here for change of routine, change of pace, change of direction, even with the Eight of Wands. That was like the noisiest truck ever. We've got Empress, Nine of Pentacles. So I think that this is like a big shift and change in, like, your whole lifestyle, even career, and really getting on top of finances and sorting out your abundance, sorting out your resources, sorting out your home, sorting out maybe even your appearance, your body, things like that. I'm seeing like a lot of first house activation, which is a bit strange. That's definitely specific. So maybe if someone out there is very aware. Death, yeah, Scorpio. So are we having an eclipse in Scorpio come up in a minute? I want to go, my calendar is just over there. I'm pretty sure we are having, because we just had the one in new moon in Taurus, partial solar. So yeah, for some people, I think it would be important to maybe check out where Scorpio is for you in the upcoming eclipse that we have at the end of the month. Is it in Scorpio? Don't even quote me. I should just leave this here. Unless I know about it, I don't want to speak on it. And I should have that in my mind refreshed. But it's, yeah, anyway, I for some reason, I felt like body image, first house energy, whether that's from this transit or another one completely, if you're aware of your chart. And we've even got the Taurus there as well, Taurus and Scorpio. So there's definitely, I'm picking up something to do with the eclipse or the lunar cycle we're going through at the moment, and what's activated for you this month. Maybe it's to do with your work and your duties and your responsibilities. I'm definitely seeing an emphasis on finance and getting on top of your bills and where you're putting your money, where you're spending your money, respecting your relationship to money, and investing more in the bigger picture rather than impulsive buys and things like that. Like, I think there's a bit of strengthening happening around relationship to resources. Empress and the Nine of Pentacles as just like building your own thing here. Absolutely. Like, just so, even though you may be coupling with someone who is very successful, powerful, influential, and abundant, it's like, if that's your story, it's to say here as well that that commitment may be very exciting and overwhelming even, but you this is specific as, but what is most important is to you to just rock your own abundance and create your own thing here. And then coupling with this person, if it is new, the abundance you share would be an empire, right? Empress. I haven't got the emperor here, but I definitely can feel that in the Magician, King of Cups together. Like, that might as well be an emperor. We can do that. We can definitely add cards. There's maths happens in tarot, in my head anyway. So I'm also getting a lot of imagery of butterflies throughout this whole reading, even over here in Strength, which is kind of the message that transformation is happening. You're responsible for it. It's happening, but it's an extra message of stay true to it, believe in it, that it will bring you the results that you desire. Just, stick it out. Stay true. Lots of emphasis on gratitude, and there's this it's really important right now to focus on your abundance, to focus on your money and where you're spending, but not just monetary abundance, but like respecting the stuff you have in your home space, maintenance, things like that. Like, just really honoring and respecting the resources you have, because it speaks volumes to attracting more of that when we have a great relationship and a respectful connection with our resources. Even our physical resource we were given, our body. That's another abundance manifestation tool, is to respect every piece of physical resource we are given, including this beautiful body. So right, we'll leave that. We've got the Six of Pentacles. The Eight of Cups is next as well. So I'm getting, for some of you, it's hard to ask for help with the Six of Cups, Eight of Pentacles for some people, but it is advised to absolutely ask for help when necessary. And walking away energy is more about any shame or fear when it comes to asking for help. We have Strength and the Queen of Pentacles as well. See this full moon imagery. Both your moon cards are full moons as well. Two of Cups is full moon. All of the moons in this reading are actually full, which is another beautiful sign. There's no crescent, there's no waxing, waning, nothing. Okay, there is one, but I had to move a card to see it, so that doesn't count. Everything here is full. Your life is full. Your cup may be full. That's a beautiful thing. Acknowledge that, absolutely. It may not be full of all of the things you want, but it's certainly abundant. I can see that. So Eight of Cups, Strength, may also be having the strength to walk away from overgiving and people pleasing. That may be a theme that's coming up right now. You're needing to maybe just honor yourself, say no, have boundaries, things like that. But when I say have boundaries, it feels more about like resource boundaries, like letting people stand on their own 2 feet, or just not going to rescue, perhaps. That's oddly specific as well, so maybe not for everyone, as always. But Six of Pentacles, reciprocity, success, having the strength to walk away from, definitely having the strength to say no where necessary, because you are needing potentially definitely a strong message for some of you out there that there's a need to reassess or reevaluate some finances and where you're helping people, or just bills that aren't necessary anymore. Maybe there's a cut you can make. I just oddly specific again, a donation that there might be a donation that's like not actually going to the people you want it to. Like, I don't like to create paranoia and those things, but I'm pretty careful myself with charities and things. I'd like to know that the money is going to the right people and that it's not just feeding some fat cat boss. That's just so specific though. So just, yeah, any places where you might be giving of charity, it might be worth reassessing whether that's necessary or if it's actually effective, or you could be doing something different to be of service in that way. Again, like, that's definitely not for everyone. Needing to ask for help, yeah. And just the strongest thing I get with I keep seeing the butterflies, and I just think it's about just stick it out. This, whatever it is you've got in mind here, just stick it out. Keep going. Don't be distracted or too impulsive right now. Have a nice grounded plan about things and stick to that. And let things go. Whatever's not in your control right now, just let that go and just do what you can with what's in front of you. Very, very potent message for this week too. So the outcome energy we have is the Princess of Pentacles, so the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. That's so nice. So we've got a beautiful opportunity here with the Page of new growth, a new opportunity perhaps in a work role, or like I said before, the deepening of a relationship with the Two of Cups here, some clarity. So there's definitely, if this is relationship, there's potential for conversation about doing something together. Maybe it's a date, a trip away, or the next commitment, or maybe you're making a purchase together or something like this. For others, this is like a job opportunity where you feel like you're working with people that are companions to you, or that the service you're offering is that of companionship and comfort or friendship, like support working roles, things like that. There's so many things, but this outcome is talking about companionship, connection, clarity, truth, conversations, and opportunity. So all of these cards all speak to that as well, especially like the current energy you're in of just, focus on your passions, focus on your abundance, and just make the most of each day too. Like, there's a real sense of being present, taking a bit of time out to smell the flowers, taking time for a cup of tea, whatever it is that slows you down and sort of gives you that moment of gratitude where you can just stop for a minute and witness. I think that's really important. Stop yourself every day for this, especially if you're, Prince of Wands is go, go, go. You might be a really busy person. Magician is here too. There's a Eight of Wands is here too. Empress is here. She's a very responsible energy. Lots of people depending on her. So definitely getting a moment to just stop and maybe even connect with the inner child here too, with the Sun card talking about any of those beautiful things you did as a child, maybe making a daisy chain or a flower mandala pattern or dancing or whatever it might be. But yeah, we've got beautiful companionship and abundant opportunities in the outcome. Amazing. And the Ace of Pentacles on the split. This prosperous, beautiful new beginning, whether it be in love or work, whatever it is, it promises you a great deal of growth at a beautiful pace that you learn all the way through. And I think it's also time to pull this one up. I think we've got, if all you're doing is waiting for the really big moments, you won't value and appreciate the small ones. That is, especially for those of you, this is like a new exciting opportunity or relationship and you'd like it to just really just go and grow from here, but there's other parts of life that need to be tended to that are just as valuable and just as beautiful. But yeah, so there are wonderful big moments and blessings on your path, group 3, but there's also little mundane sweet ones too that are worth acknowledging, so don't skip over those. Two of Wands on the bottom, Queen of Swords, Three of Swords, High Priestess. What was that? Two of Wands, Queen of Swords. Yeah. It's like a fine balance of intuition and logic in the path ahead for you here. We've got the Ace of Swords here as well too. Like, I think I'm getting that you're kind of really switched on in all areas at the moment. So absolutely take advantage of that. You're feeling very connected and in tune and sensing the energies. I think you're reading the energy well this week, group 3. So trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust your sense on things. If you feel like, no, not today, not now, then trust that. And maybe it's only in an hour's time that you feel it's okay to push forward, but just if you feel resistance, do stop and listen to that. Because you're very connected and you can trust it this week for sure. You can trust it always, but you know how some weeks and days we're just really connected. Anyway. So don't stop living your life for someone else. It's a nice message too. If, like I said, you're very excited about this connection perhaps, and don't let that take over so much that you're not tending to the rest of your life. There's more to know than what you currently know. Following your heart will lead you to the right things. I feel like it has so far. You will be blessed with more than you could ever imagine. That does feel like quite the promise, and I can see that this is building to something here. And we've also got a new career path will be highly successful. Trust the magic in newness, and it doesn't necessarily mean leaving your career for something different. For some of you that's the case, but for others it's about branching out, trying new things, and just trusting the intuitive, inspired ideas as you get them. Act on them, create, do, like, tweak your business, tweak your style, tweak your routine, whatever. It may be the same career but just done differently. Trust in the magic of newness though. Trying new things, learning new things, and connecting and networking with other people to learn from them as well, I'm feeling. So where am I now? We'll go to this one, a leg up. Your oracle card. The oracle card for this is absolutely about attracting the right resources and help as you need them, and that if that's something you are, well, you've got the Six of Pentacles here. I feel like assistance is coming in, and it may require strength from you to accept that help, but you're advised to. There is definitely opportunities abundant here to help you move forward. I'm going to do a timing oracle in a moment as well. We have crystal healing and clarify your desires, and what I got was just crystal clear, like things becoming crystal clear. The Sun, the Ace of Swords, like you're definitely yeah, I feel like doubts are going to fall away naturally as the time progresses, as you just stay dutifully focused on your own passions. We have a relaxing bath. So this is a nice balance of work and play I'm getting with that message. Nice salt bath, beautiful oils, taking care of you. You can't tend to the whole world and not nurture yourself as well. We've got make new friends, same for networking, make new work colleagues maybe, or anything in that way. Make new friends. Okay, I can see that now actually in the challenge, where if we want to come back, we see the Four of Wands, the Princess of Cups, the Six of Wands, Hierophant, Chariot. It's, yeah, there is this, for some people you may really desire that connection with other women if you are a woman, or another men's group, or just like-minded people, a community of people. And there may be a fear of being witnessed, or feeling maybe not enough, or are you going to fit in, or any of those sorts of things that's in the challenge area. The Six of Wands, being acknowledged for your true beauty and the genuine friendship that you have to offer. But when you're with what's advised to help with that, you've got Eight of Wands, Empress, Nine of Pentacles. Just believe in yourself and go for it. Like, share your love, share your wisdom, share your knowledge, share your beautiful words of transformation. I think you have a great deal of teaching that you can offer people. I think you're a great teacher when it comes to just making the most out of life, or creating something new out of nothing. I think you're a great manifestors, really abundant people, and you have a lot to share and teach in that way. So yeah, all right. We have level up, start small, start today, just start. I feel like this, you're already doing it. Like, this is what you're up to right now. This is what's happening for you. You're leveling up in lots of areas. And we've got this solar plexus, beautiful energy here. We're strong with the Sun as well. There's lots to say about, you know, believing in yourself. And having courage and confidence. So the timing deck, oh no, wait, one more moon cards, I think. I don't know if I read these for you yet, but oh, there's 3 of them. Okay. I thought there were 2, but we have surrender to the divine. Oh, then all 3 are full moon, like I said. Yeah, surrender to the divine, and that being about, like I said before, you feeling the right timing to act, and when to not act, and just exactly surrender to whatever it is. Same with this card. I'll pull it up again. If all you're doing is really waiting for the big moments, you won't appreciate the small ones. So if things are a bit still for an evening or a day or a couple of days, that's okay. Just, yeah, surrender to that. Take that time to breathe out. disseminating moon. And we have win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. It is also the energy of love and relationships as well. So things will balance out if you were worried about that. But things look so positive anyway. So now I'm going to go over to the timing deck. And so if you'd like to engage in this part, up to you. Take it with a grain of salt, please, because Spirit is not, in exact agreement with us when it comes to timing and human concepts around that. So I'm just going to ask a timing question for whatever group 3 holds in their heart at this time. And if it has no resonance, if it has no resonance whatsoever, that is okay too. It may just be for someone. I'd also love to hear any feedback about it. See if this is something worth continuing or is it not so helpful. So a timing question for group 3. Oh, no, not taking it. I want to be careful with this deck because there's really contrasting messages. Nope. There's too many. I don't want to look at it, but I'm gonna. All right. I don't want to read them all. Worth waiting for, stop obsessing, October, on a holiday, and we've got next full moon. So next full moon could be that you're connecting to this reading, like it's a timeless reading. So if you haven't been connecting in May, you're connecting later in the year. You could be in September November, whatever's before October, God, and then being next month. But anyway, I want to just maybe take the top ones until a lesson is learned on the bottom. But we've got stop obsessing, worth waiting for, and October, Halloween time. So yeah, whether that resonates with you or not, whatever. I'd love to hear if it did, but it is actually pretty resonant with the rest of this reading. Where did it go? On a holiday. Maybe you're going to go on a holiday with this person, but stop obsessing, worth waiting for, and October. Worth waiting for, definitely can see that in this reading. That message in itself, I think, is enough in a way, but until lessons are learned, and there's a lot to be said about just sort of doing you and being good with you and trusting that everything else, like what's right for you, will be for you, and that you can't miss anything that's made for you. But what you can do is just make the most out of each blessed day. All right, group 3, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that gave you some sort of comfort, clarity, guidance, and look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 3.